We just made a video here on Fog Wrestling moments ago talking about Hulk Hogan, talking about Booker T, talking about Jake the Snake, talking about Austin, talking about Bret Hart, brother. And now we need to talk about NXT, and that just don't work for me.
It doesn't work for me. Miles Bourne, thirdly, Stone Cold Steve Austin, damn it. I mean,
not even fucking Evan Bourne, for God's sake.
And that's the worst thing about it, though. Like, none of these guys are getting talked about a week from now, let alone 25. No, like, what are we doing here, even wasting our time talking about NXT? Have any of these guys got hope? Are they getting anywhere?
No chance in hell. Now, this was week 2 of Gold Rush, so just want to point that out there. Every match is supposed to be for a title tonight, I believe. There was 2 Evolve Championships on the line, which I'm just not going to talk about. There was this... No, wait. We've got Evolve Championships on the line. We've got Speed Championships on the line. What the fuck is this shit? It almost seems to be that Triple H has listened to all the criticism over the last few years. Oh, AEW's got too many belts. All these belts that don't mean shit. And he seems to think, oh, I need to copy what AEW is doing. More belts must mean a better product. I can put more titles on the line. It'll be a better show. Fuck no. Nobody cares about Evolve Championships or Speed Championships. And I'll tell you how much nobody cares. We didn't watch any of the 3. 2 Evolve Championship matches, a Speed Championship match. Speed maybe 5 minutes. Well, we fast forward it through it quicker than that, I can guarantee you.
Damn right.
Didn't even get 5 seconds of my viewing
We
pleasure.
lived up to the name. I just want to say a wee piece about Trick Williams. What are they doing with him? Loses to Ricky Shite and just continues to fucking sit on NXT.
But no, I don't get, right? You should be coming up from... It's different in OVW, right? I don't know what happened in OVW. It's very possible that before Brock got the nod, that maybe they jobbed him out for like a couple of weeks. Maybe that happened. But I doubt it.
Yes,
I fucking doubt it.
OVW, it wasn't like open to the public.
Yeah, it wasn't on TV, so they could have done whatever they wanted. See, we've seen over the last couple of years, look at Braun Breaker. That guy stayed on NXT, I'd say, about 18 months longer than he should have.
So did Carmelo Hayes.
And it's like, see when they lose the NXT title, they have to stay on for like at least another year minimum. In my opinion, as soon as they lose the NXT title, they should be gone. Maybe they can lose an automatic rematch and then go, but I would have them either go after they lose the title / rematch, or have them never lose the belt and just go up as like the undefeated champion. It doesn't make any sense to me how we just see these guys lose the development title, then continue to job out in development for another year, but then go to the main roster, and we're supposed to pretend that they're big deals.
No, but see, a quick way of making guys feel more important, is it not like undefeated streaks? You see if Trick Williams, right, or Braun Breaker came up to the main roster and they were like 50-0, and then they wrestled on the main roster for like 6 months, and they went like 80-0, and then they were like taking on like a Cena, for example, at like Survivor Series. Would there not be a bit more hype going into that match?
No, definitely.
But there's just nothing. There's just nothing.
And I'm not saying this is the only reason for their 2 positions on the card, but if you look at the women on Raw, for example, you've got Stephanie Fakir, who is the women's champion, and you've got Roxanne Perez, who jobs out in most of her matches. Stephanie Fakir was on NXT for like, 6 months?
Yep.
Maybe 8 months. But see, when she lost the belt, she was called up pretty damn quickly. I mean, Roxanne Perez was on NXT for nearly 4 years and had multiple NXT title reigns.
Yeah.
To me, I see if Stephanie Fakir was on NXT for like 3 years and was the NXT champion multiple times, I don't think she'd be women's champion right now.
No,
I don't mean obviously. I mean, if she started earlier in NXT, if she started 3 years previously and had like it's just a stale run in NXT, I think the one thing that helped and even Julia is that they came up with, and they were like still sort of fresh in the memory. Like you were still trying to almost get like familiarized with them. It's like nobody feels fresh now. Like, who gives a... See, anybody that comes up for NXT, they'll just be in the WWE... They'll already be on TV every Tuesday night for like 4 years, 5 years. There's just nobody feels fucking fresh.
No, I know, that's...
See, when Cena came up fresh, Brock Lesnar came up fresh, Orton came up fresh, Batista fresh. Didn't matter what they'd done in OVW. You didn't know them for that, but it's like all these guys are already part of the WWE bubble. See when Trick Williams comes up, who gives a fuck? He's already been jobbing it.
We're watching it, right? See, in 2002, 2003, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't even think the commentators even mentioned they were from fucking OVW. They might have said, like, once, like, here, some of these guys are for the same class. That's something they're pushing now in recent years, because it's like a way of trying to put over NXT. Oh, look at the stars of the past. They came up for the developmental. See, when Brock Lesnar debuted on Raw and he started smashing the hardcore division, or Cena slapped Angle, when were they putting over, like, oh, John Cena was wrestling fucking Jimmy Wang Namates on fucking OVW? You know what I mean? No, they didn't talk about it.
NXT should have a shelf life of 1 year. And if you're good enough after a year, you get called up, and see if you're not, you get released. Simple as.
Cena by the end of 2002 was done. Then he did his rapping gimmick and it saved him. See if Kurt Angle just did a year of wrestling meat, like his debut at Survivor Series 99, think he would have fucking went on to be the legend that we know? No.
Anyway, right, let's start this shite. So Gold Rush Weeks 2 starts with Jason Drake with Swipe Right versus Sean Legacy for the Evolve Championship. Didn't watch it, do not give a fuck.
Boring.
Don't know who the champion was, and I don't know who the champion is coming out of it because I didn't care. We then got Ethan Page backstage talking to Sol Ruka. She's talking about she wants the NXT North American Championship back, but that's not going to happen because Chelsea Green, I believe, is the champ. Is she? I think it's Chelsea Green.
Yep.
Yeah, so basically she's going to be the champion or whatnot. Just shite, really. Didn't really care too much about it. And then, I mean, that was pretty much it. Saria's competing for the Speed title tonight. Just kind of play mind games. Then we got Saria versus Fallon Henley. Don't know, don't care. I do know that Fallon Henley won, but I'm still not going to talk about it. Then we got a Shalua Hill vignette. I don't know who that is, and I just do not care. Didn't see it. John Cena then selects the Men Iron Survivor Challenge competitors. So he selects the two. He selects, what's the guy called for NXT again, or TNA?
Which one?
The one that's the guy with the belt. The guy that teams up with Siobhan Evans. Leon Slater.
Aye, that's him. Thank fuck you got him. I was snookered there. I didn't have a Scooby snack.
Yeah, so he picks Leon Slater and Siobhan Evans. Then he says he believes in the next man. It's Joe Hendry. And then he talks about Dark State, Dion Lennox. And he says the last spot will be given to the winner of tonight's main event, Miles Bourne and Trick Williams, because both are deserving in their own right. And they'll battle it out for a chance to earn an incredible opportunity. It just feels like Trick Williams is, out of these 6 guys, Trick Williams is clearly the most accomplished. He's the only guy that has been the NXT champion. How come he's having to qualify his way in and the others aren't?
I don't understand it, man. I have no fucking explanation here. I wish I did.
Siobhan Evans and Leon Slater both get in. Why not be like, these are two of the most upcoming young talents in this business, but only one of you can be in the Iron Survivor match?
See if we were being real, right? See if this was previous errors. I mean, I'm not saying Trick Williams would be world champion, but if the time frame was the same, Trick Williams would already be a mid-card champion on the main roster, if not already challenging for the world title. With the way people talk about him. But now he's somehow like found himself in the upper mid card of the NXT.
I don't mind Trick Williams. He's the best of a bad bunch, and it is what it is. People can say he sucks, but here
why is he not in the Cena tournament? Look at the state of the 4 semis and that. Jey Uso, LA Knight, Gunther, Solo.
Well, I think it's quite clear that Penta was supposed to win his match.
No, apparently I made a fid on it earlier. Dave Meltzer found out. It was actually supposed to be Solo the entire time.
Solo versus Gunther just seems like a weird fucking two boring bastards that can't possibly have a good match. I mean, no, that just seems like a throwaway semi-final. Like I refuse to believe that.
I can't believe Gunther's going to no, but no, the thing is, I don't want Gunther to retire, John. Obvious reasons, but I want it to be Jey Uso. I mean,
it should be LA Knight. It has to be LA Knight.
But it won't be. Do you think LA Knight's beating Jey Uso and Gunther back to back? There's more chance of me jumping in.
Do you think there's any?
Slapping the nipples clean up.
Do you think there's any way they'll switch up the semi-finals? So that it's like not Jey versus Knight and then Gunther versus Solo.
As long as we don't see Gunther versus Jey Uso again. Solo, Jey, Knight, Gunther. That's what we do.
Just have LA Knight fucking win. Right, we then got Kalani Jordan versus Jordan Grace versus Leah Ying Lee. also known as Shia Lee, in a title threat match for the TNA Knockouts Championship. Now, Shia Lee, Li Ling Yi, hits like this roundhouse kick on the back of Jordan Grace's man neck. She rolls to the outside. Li Ying Lee pins Kalani Jordan and she wins the TNA Knockouts Championship. Now, I like this for one reason and one reason only. The TNA person won the match, and I think it's important that TNA stops jobbing out their belts, and I think it's important that they keep the belts on the TNA people, because you don't see WWE belts being won by TNA people. Absolutely not. But this doesn't even do anything. It's like, yeah, Li Ying Lee wins, but she wins the TNA title on an NXT show. It's like, you see how just much that so now on the next episode of TNA, she just shows up with a belt, and if you only watch TNA and you don't like WWE, you're going to be thinking, what the fuck happened? It just doesn't make any... But think of... No, come on, no. Think of, like, previously, if somebody... Like, if Austin, instead of beating The Rock for the title at Mania 17, he fucking beats him at some indie event, and then just rocks up on Raw with a belt, you'd be like, what the fuck happened here?
No. Really's back in the day, they did do the odd change at a house show, but they would have probably fucking recapped it. You're right. See that TNA, they probably wouldn't even address it.
And it's just, surely that she should have won that TNA title. Why not have it be won at their pay-per-view last month, the biggest pay-per-view? Oh, it's Bound for Glory. Like, is that not the time you put the belt back on the TNA person?
Probably, but they did do it. And again,
you've not got much to say. I think you need to, speak up here.
I've got nothing to say. I'm not going to lie. I couldn't give a fuck who they give it.
It's the principle.
No, it's the principle. But you know what? TNA, Scott D'Amore.
Yeah, but she's the first ever Chinese TNA World Champion, right? That maybe doesn't mean shit, but at the end of the day, she's won the belt back to TNA, but she's done it on an NXT show. It's like WWE they got all like the positives. Oh, look, they gave the belt back, but they had the title match on an NXT show. What shouldn't this have been an opportunity to be in a TNA main event?
Yeah, but this is just WWE completely taking advantage of TNA. It's nothing we haven't known before. Scott D'Amore wouldn't have done this, and I think this is why they purposely got rid of him, because whoever's in charge of TNA, his name's like Carlos Guevara or something. He's just
might have been a cuck to his wife, but I don't think he'd been a cuck to WWE.
No, his man wife.
No, but nobody can think this is good.
No, it's shit. It's fucking atrocious. Just look at the... No, man, TNA is... See the downfall of TNA, it's somehow worse than WWE.
But like us uploading Raw reviews to a different YouTube channel, not getting the benefit of it, it's like, what's the fucking point?
Yeah, you can't do it. I know another thing. WWE has changed the name of their account to WWE and NXT. WWE and... What do you make of that? That's bogging, isn't it?
No, it's a separate... I think that's a separate one.
That's a separate account?
Because look, go down WWE.
So what's the point? Why not just call it WWE NXT then?
Well, that would be the smart thing to do, but it is fucking retarded.
That's what I thought.
But I think the biggest retard is you for thinking that WWE changed their main YouTube page to WWE and WWE NXT. Now, they've done a lot of stupid shit, but that would be right up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it used to just be called WWE NXT. But someone had the bright idea, oh no, wait, we shouldn't call it, it should be called WWE and... What the fuck? But that makes it sound like, oh, we're going to upload videos for both WWE and WWE NXT. But... see, if you're going to upload a WWE video to it, then surely you just upload it to the WWE main page.
Yeah.
And if you're not going to... if you're creating a separate account to upload NXT stuff, then you're never going to upload an NXT video on the WWE main page. So what is the point of having an account that is solely for WWE, then having an account that is for both? Because the NXT videos are going to go on the account that is for both, and all the WWE vids are going to go on the account that is just for WWE. So the account that's for both is only going to consist of NXT videos. So why not just call it WWE NXT instead of WWE and WWE NXT? Fucking retarded.
I don't... There's nothing they do makes sense. I'm sure Triple H has an executive producer.
Fucking run a bath, man. Right, apparently Carlos Silva and Tommy Dreamer were watching this match. You're not allowed to have it on TNA, but we'll allow Tommy Dreamer and some other fat guy to sit and watch Li Ling Yi. Aye, anyway, thoughts on it?
The biggest draws in the crowd. I don't know about Carlos.
Don't. I mean, I like Tommy Dreamer, underrated guy. I like the winner of this match, but for me, it's like, have a backbone, stand up, end this fucking deal. when are we going to see when are we going to see a TNA person win? Oh, but the Hardy. They only had the Hardys win that because they wanted WWE to be involved in that last match between the Hardys, and you know what? I'm honestly almost surprised that WWE never says, here, why don't we have the match, but instead of having it at Bound for Glory, we'll have it at an NXT show. Borderline surprised they didn't do that. Or attempt to do that.
It should have been at like Survivor Series if they were going to do that. But fair play, TNA, for sticking to their guns. But what was I going to say? Tommy Dreamer, right? Hardcore icon. Honestly, you think ECW think of Tommy Dreamer? See Tommy Dreamer's name? That stood the test of time.
Tommy Dreamer is easily, for me, a top 100 guy in wrestling. Tommy Dreamer, for me, is better than 99% of the people on the main roster right now. I don't give a fuck. Oh, he never held the belt for 4 years. He doesn't move his jaw around. He never headlined a mate. Tommy Dreamer is better than Roman fucking Reigns. And if you don't like it or don't accept it, then you don't know shit about wrestling. Roman Reigns, fucking nepotism. Nepo baby, man. Just stuck in the... Oh, he looks... I would rather be Tommy Dreamer and be like the 75th best guy in an amazing era than be the number one guy in the worst era of all time.
Absolutely. Tommy Dreamer's in some of my favourite matches of all time.
No, 100%. 100. Put it this way.
No word they lie.
See if somebody says to you, you can only watch Tommy Dreamer matches, or you can only watch Roman Reigns matches, and that's all you can watch. I'm taking Tommy Dreamer.
Every day of the week, man. Of course.
See that 6 man. See Tommy Dreamer fucking having to allow Edge to fucking pimp out his wife like that for the pinfall. Jesus Christ, what respect. I mean, that's a memorable moment. Him getting caned.
Him versus Raven on Raw. Let's release Raw. Raven's dressed in a bin bag.
Well, it wasn't the feud. It wasn't the match I was thinking of, but yeah, his feud
the Dudleys against Sandman and Dreamer. Sandman's entrance alone. Austin coming out.
Yeah, no, I mean, Tommy Dreamer's better than Roman Reigns.
JBL batter in the Blue Meanie.
Cut better promos as well. I mean, literally wanted to kill Paul Heyman. Yeah. I mean, Tommy Dreamer's got moments.
Yeah.
Tommy Dreamer is a legend. A real legend. See, no one in wrestling today is a fucking legend.
No.
These fucking losers would make you believe that, like, a Bronson Reed. Oh, he's better than Tommy Dreamer.
Cody Rhodes. Oh, he's the best member of that group. He's the fucking worst, and it's not even close.
No, I know. He had to say he's the best member because there was literally nothing else he could cut about him. There was no problem.
See, because he can't say anything bad about him, that tells you he's shit.
Aye.
That's how they protect people who's bad.
Aye, by pretending they're good.
Aye.
Just so happened that either the rest of them have got a little bit of individuality that he can cut a promo on, or he's got a bit of history with them and he can address that. Whereas with Bronson Reed, he'd legit nothing to say about him, so he was like, you're actually the best guy in this faction.
Bronson Reed is like a fat, condensed 2D version of Roman Reigns. He's like squished. He's been squished by like one of those like hydraulic presses.
Who isn't better? Who isn't better than Tommy Dreamer? Your all-time list on this current roster right now. Who isn't better?
Well, who is better?
No. Well, who is better? Sorry, my bad.
It's on the main roster.
If it was who isn't better, man, would be the next 10 hours would be. I mean, honestly,
like Tommy Dreamer has given me some great moments in matches, more than anyone today. Anyone, I'll fucking hands up. Anyone.
See once.
Apart from like Cena and Brock, I'm not.
Well, that's the 2 names I'm counting.
But I'm not counting them.
See, after that, then I am really fucking struggling here to. Honestly, as much as I like the guy, I can't sit here and say that AJ Styles is a bigger legend in my eyes than Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah. No, and I mean that.
I can't.
No, I'd rather watch AJ Styles matches, but in terms of Tommy Dreamer being a legend.
And as phenomenal as AJ was, I'm not sure I can sit here and say. Put it this way. If you had to erase one guy's like legacy for the business, I think I'm erasing AJ Styles.
Tommy Dreamer, the Dreamer driver lives on.
I mean, is Orton better than Dreamer? I mean, maybe.
Yeah, but I think there's a case.
Because there's not much in it. See, if somebody wanted to argue that Tommy Dreamer had a bigger impact in the business than Orton, I would be like, well, you know what? I'll give it.
Point is, folks, Dreamer's underrated. I'll stick up for him. Hardcore Holly was 43rd in 2000 of all wrestlers in that year. That's a fucking achievement. That's better than Roman Reigns being number 1.
Yeah. Anyway.
You tell the big dog, the big shots, look.
Yi wins, good for her. We then get a Ricky Sates interview where he just says absolutely fuck all. So
sitting like a kid that's been fucking shouted at during the
we're just like he was told to behave by what's his name? Fucking
Shawn Michaels.
No,
McMahon.
Dermot Desmond's number 2. Peter Lawler, that's the one. Behave. Anyway,
the 3 people that might have got.
No, but I don't get right. Why? Why are people? Oh, it's unacceptable for a grown man to tell another grown man to behave. But here's the problem, or here's the thing. Even see if grown man B is not behaving, then why is it not acceptable for grown man A to say to grown man B, "Here, why don't you behave?"
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a demeaning thing to say, but you're right. If they're not behaving, what can you say?
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Like, see if you're on a night out and there's a guy being an absolute dick harassing people. Are you not supposed to... Oh, that's a grown man, you can't tell him to behave. I mean, what logic's that? I get the point, it's demeaning, but at the same time, if you're like acting like such a dick where it warrants the other guy having to tell you to behave, then I think then there's justification for that.
Obviously, yeah. No, you could. I mean, obviously, I think in the real world you'd say like, yeah, you need to sort your shit out, but in a meeting you can't really say that. So I think saying behave's the best way of doing it.
Anyway, behave. Wait, watching this next match: Kendall Gray versus Ren Sinclair. Kendall Gray with Ren Sinclair versus Lainey Reed for the Evolve Women's Championship. Kendall Gray wins. Nobody cares. Nobody fucking cares. We then get John Cena, and he lists off the women that are going to be in the Iron Survivors Challenge competitors, and those women are Sol Ruka. I agree with that. It's a good pick. Number 2, Lola Face. I agree with that. It's a decent pick. Then he picks Kalani Jordan, who at this point I'm just sick of having shoved down our fucking throats. And I just don't care for her. Oh, but she's dating Carmelo Hayes. I mean, who cares? She is fucking bland. She's one of those people that is like, yeah, she's like acrobatic or whatnot, but she's just not. Oh, she's into fitness. She's athletic and what?
I thought Carmelo Hayes beat Gunther last night. He did a fucking Hurricane Rana hang off the apron or the barricade, and Gunther was down on his back at like a count of 8.
So were they almost trying to steal the whole Bronson Reed thing for SmackDown?
Aye.
Yeah.
And then Gunther
just
came out and
no creativity. Then the 4th person he picked was Jordan Grace, and it's like, holy fuck, this match just went for being kinda, I think the first 2 picks were alright. Now he's picked Kalani Jordan, now he's picked Jordan Grace, and then last of all he picks the Evolve Women's Champion Kendall Gray, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? It's like every pick got worse. I think every pick got worse.
The worst thing about it for me is Cena talking about it. He's like, oh, I'm going to be watching. No, you're not, John. Don't lie to me.
Yeah.
I've only got 2 dates left, son. You're not watching this.
Unless he trades one.
I'm not even watching it, so you're not going to fucking watch it.
5th match, Trick Williams versus Miles Bourne, Iron Survivor qualifying match. Miles Bourne defeats Trick Williams. I mean, Trick Williams at this point just needs to appear on Raw or SmackDown. He's been jobbed out so much, it's like, what's the point? Just move him up now. But again, you're moving. Like, why is a guy that gets called up to Raw or SmackDown supposed to be perceived as a threat when he's been losing non-stop on development? Especially to a deaf guy that can't talk. Just doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever.
It's awful. Honestly, Matt.
No, hold on here. Look, no. Let's just go back to the basic concept, right? A third brand. When that third brand was so fucking inferior to the other 2. I'm thinking 2006 ECW. Now, let's just give it for the rest of the year. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt and say, oh, they were trying to feel more like ECW than they were, a WWE third brand. Let's move into 2007, 2008, 2009, when it was clear that ECW is just the third brand of WWE, and the ECW is well below Raw and SmackDown in the pecking order. Who did they move up from ECW to Raw or SmackDown that was getting beat week after week after week? It was the fucking opposite. They would be on NXT, they'd be on ECW, building up winning streaks, looking dominant, and they'd either be drafted to the main roster as like the champion, or they'd be getting drafted as like unbeaten, or getting drafted after doing like a dominant. You got Bobby Lashley drafted to Raw as the ECW champion, had to vacate the title. Then you got CM Punk, who got drafted after being the champion and still being booked very strong. You got Big Daddy V, who went to SmackDown after not losing a single match on ECW, just destroying everybody. When Sheamus got moved to Raw as the EC... point stands here. I don't know if he's ECW champion or not, but he wasn't beaten. He was unbeaten. Point is, all the guys that got moved to the main roster to be something had dominant runs in ECW.
No, the proof's in the pudding. You're right. It doesn't make any sense why you would job people and then call them up because it's
no. But imagine Bobby Lashley, right? Oh, let's say they have him lose to Johnny Nitro, and then he rematches Johnny Nitro for the belt. No, well, John Morrison. So he loses ECW title to John Morrison. He rematches John Morrison, loses the belt again. Then next week he takes on CM Punk, number one contender matches, loses to Punk clean. And you think, holy fuck, Bobby Lashley's fallen down the pecking order. That's 3 matches in a row he's lost. Clean. And then he maybe takes on Matt Striker. Matt Striker beats him with a roll-up. And then he loses to Colin Delaney. 5 losses in a row. Oh, what? Look at this, Bobby Lashley moves to Raw and he has a face-to-face with John Cena and they want you to believe that this guy is going to beat Cena for the belt. You're like, fuck no, he's just lost 5 matches in a row on the third brand. I mean, holy fuck. Him losing the title to Johnny Morrison would have maybe been alright, but for him to lose to Morrison again, then lose to Punk and then end up losing to Striker and Delaney, you wouldn't accept that. So why the fuck is Trick Williams losing to this Miles Bourne guy?
It's like football. See when players are at the top of their form at a club, they get a move to another club. See if they're at the top of their form, then they go to shit. They don't tend to get another move to another club that was of an interest at the peak of their powers. It's like entertainment. See an actor when they're highly thought of and they're at the peak of their power. They don't just go. They don't just stick at like B level movies for 5 years. They tend to go to the top. So why is it different here?
Makes me angry. Anyway, Dark State come down and then the Levon Evans.
Is it just sabotage with Triple H?
Levon. Just combined those guys. Levon Evans. So they came down, Joe Hendry came down, we had a face-off, 4-on-4, NXT went off the air. Is it sabotage for Triple H? I don't know, but it is fucking retarded and no one's going to prove me otherwise.
Yeah. No, but like, Shawn Michaels, right, has built this guy up. If he's running NXT...
Jack Swagger.
No, but...
Did he job out in ECW before going to SmackDown becoming world champion?
Vladimir Kozlov.
Yeah, no, did Kozlov job out in ECW?
No.
Before being treated as a serious threat in wrestling for the world? No.
No, but it's like... See Michaels, right? Do you think he builds these guys up and then he's like, right, he's going to call them up soon? And then Triple H is like, I don't want them yet. Just have them lose for 6 months. Do you think that's the case, or do you feel like Michaels builds them up and then just goes, his wonky eyes like, thank you very much, and just jobs them out? Like, whose decision is it to build them up and then job them out? That, to me, screams someone builds them up and then someone else jobs them out. And to me, it looks like Michaels builds them up and then Triple H has the
executive. But you would need to know, though, because it would be hard if you're constantly bringing through guys. I mean... see, let's give Michaels the benefit of the doubt here. See if he's the booker of NXT and he's really the guy controlling shit and pulling all the strings. He would kind of need to know. It's like, well, how long am I getting this guy for? When do you want him? Like, he kind of needs to know. And I know he can't put an exact date on it, but like, let's say
18 months for his peak.
No, but do you know what I mean? Like, you kind of need to know. It's alright you saying Shawn Michaels builds them up and then Triple H like breaks them down, but you know, it is difficult, man. NXT should be like a conveyor belt.
Oh, it should be. But
once you get to the end of the conveyor belt, someone lifts you off like you're a suitcase and they walk out the terminal.
But my point is, it doesn't make any sense for Michaels to build them up then bury them. So to me, it looks like he builds them up and then he's probably thinking, well, Triple H is going to take him for the next couple of months. Then 18 months pass and they've been jobbed out. It's unacceptable. No, see when you coincide it with the fact the ratings are at like record levels, apart from when Cena comes back or Brock, then is it not perfect time to call them up?
Yes.
It's like, what are you waiting on?
It's not like you're looking at the main roster and going, oh, fuck. Everyone on Raw and SmackDown is killing it. We just can't. There's no room for these people from NXT. We just can't possibly bring them up.
Dude, no, man, it's just...
These noodles must be really fucking good, by the way.
Shin noodles, by the way. I'm like, brewed in the EU. Not very fucking...
Oh, wait. Is this not a... Oh, why are we getting a bunch of Chinese fucking ads lately?
Oh, wait, this is the beer. Ashi. The Japanese beer. That's good, that.
Is it?
Aye.
Where can you buy it?
Don't know, most places do it.
Look how cool Japan looks.
I know, then you look at these places.
Anyway.
Neon lights. I like Japan.
SmackDown and Raw, they call up people for NXT, I am begging Japan not to call up people from the third world. Don't fucking do it. or your countries will be ruined like all the ones in the Western world. And on that note, I think we're going to end it right there.
We'll leave it right there, folks.
That bombshell.